Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Happy Monday, everyone. I know that I didn't post anything on Sunday. I apologize for that. I just wanted to reconstruct my team a little bit, and it may seem like I haven't done a ton, but I have been giving it a lot of thought, actually, because of the fact that as I'm still traversing through day 2 of the NAIC, I'm seeing people and how they're able to handle Ice Rider, and it seems like everyone has a way easier time of dealing with that Pokemon than I am. So I started thinking about it. It's like, okay, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? What am I not getting on my end? Because it seems like my team should be able to do it. It does take 2 hits, but I think it's because of the fact that I'm worried about 2 different things. One, Calyrex does hit hard, and not only that, but he hits incredibly hard. A lot of people are already preparing for their type of weaknesses, so it's not like he just was available and everyone's still trying to figure out, like, no, everyone already knows how to counter what other people need to counter. So what do I need to do? Maybe focus on one and then not focus on the other. A lot of people are using Amoonguss, a lot of people are using Iron Hands, a lot of people are using Incineroar, but Ice Rider does carry the Clear Amulet, so his stats are not being dropped whatsoever. So then what can I do to counter that Pokemon specifically? I know that they use Trick Room, so one thing that I could do is teach someone on my end Taunt. No one on my team would make any sense because they usually come with a Pokemon that turns it off incredibly easy. If you have Indeedee, Taunt wouldn't be great for, let's say, Tornadus. Doesn't really matter. Same thing with Farigiraf, but I feel like if you can get away with one, you can get away with the other, but not everyone's gonna like double use Trick Room, so you kind of have to pick and choose your battles. I still don't have anyone that is with Taunt, but if I had to pick anyone that can have Taunt, it's gonna be Roaring Moon. Now, Taunt is not on this set. It'll probably be changed from maybe Dragon Cheer or even Acrobatics. I'm not really clicking Acrobatics as much as I want, because a lot of people that use grass types don't actually keep with the grass typing. Even Ice Rider that has like the grass typing is just trying to ignore Spore, or just try to equip with an item that says, hey, I ignore being put to sleep. It's kind of annoying to try to figure out how to decode what everyone is trying to do, since it is closed team sheet and it's the weakest matchup that I have. Everyone else I have a really good strong strategy with, except for that one. So some of the changes that I've made, we got rid of Telepathy for Palkia. It was an ability that did literally nothing. We got rid of Surf because it didn't protect my partner. It would only protect the person with the ability, which means if any of the other 5 didn't have an ability or a move that damaged Palkia, it wouldn't have worked. Unless I just want to, replace Arcanine to give it like Earthquake, then it would be perfect, but we're not doing that. We also changed Arcanine from Terra Water to Terra Normal. We're turning it back there because of the fact that we've got Extreme Speed. If we do Terra Normal, which makes it so that we're still super effective against fighting type moves, but it will give Extreme Speed a little bit of a boost. We're not changing Clear Amulet, because if we do that, with the current meta as it is, where everyone's using Intimidate, and yeah. Anyway, so the other alternative that I can use from Arcanine is probably Entei. Entei is built and ready to go. He is set with the Assault Vest build. Terra Normal so that we can take advantage of not only Extreme Speed, but Sacred Fire, Stomping Tantrum, and Snarl. So we can definitely use them as a frame of reference, and we can probably take a little bit more off of Ice Rider. The only reason why I'm sticking with the Rock Head is because we're currently calced to be able to do at least 90%, which is one of the things I wanted to do. I recalced Arcanine against Ice Rider, and I found out that if people invest just a little bit into defense and all of it into HP, you can actually survive Arcanine with the Rock Head ability really easily. It's like barely an inconvenience. You can just like completely wipe the floor with whatever I've got. So yeah, we don't have a replacement for fairy types as of yet, and the EV spreads that I currently have, it seems to be the best that is for Iron Hands, as it's very few and far between that we do see fairies that's outside of just regular Terra Fairy. It's the best one that I can go with right now. But we're probably going to change out Iron Hands to do Qian Pao to give our physical attackers a little bit more of a boost. So himself, Roaring Moon, as well as Arcanine would get like a really big benefit to that. And then here's my potential answer to Calyrex. I tried going with the Amoonguss and it seemed to not work because then they just tear up grass. Does nothing. If I do, or if they do Terra Fire, I mean, it's not going to do a whole lot, but I do underspeed up Ice Rider quite a bit underneath Trick Room, and which is what a lot of people use Torkoal for anyways. So you're going to use Trick Room, you're going to knock out a Pokemon, Torkoal comes out. And then if you like do something else, it takes like priority. They use Iron Hands or just Incineroar or even Rillaboom just to kind of take advantage of what is there. It's weird. I don't particularly like it. I don't think that Torkoal is going to really do like a lot to Palkia, but our main thing with Palkia is to go ahead and do Spatial Rend and not necessarily like worry about our water type moves. So we're hoping this change is good enough. Now, Torkoal has 252s in HP and special attack, and we also have with the Charcoal item with the ability Drought. So this will also give Roaring Moon a boost in case if we do have to swap him out. So the booster energy activates. They somehow forced me to swap out so I can bring out Torkoal, and then he comes back in. It's going to give me a boost, and because we don't use any other weather for Tornadus, it should be okay for not only Roaring Moon, but it should be okay with Arcanine, although he does not have Flare Blitz. Flare Blitz would be incredibly helpful in this particular situation, but since we're now Terra Normal, we're going to try to put a little bit more emphasis on Extreme Speed. So if it works, hooray. If it doesn't, then we know what we're changing Extreme Speed back to, and then we can go on from there. All right, so I kind of ranted on a little bit more than I would like, and because of that, we don't have a whole lot of time left. Don't worry, we do. I just don't want to make the video as long. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the video. We're going to get into our matches, which should be 6, and let's see how we do, shall we? Okay, so we've got Galarian Moltres, Zamazenta, oh no, Comfey. Oh, we're going to be in trouble here. Water Ogerpon, Talonflame, and Iron Hands. So we're definitely going to be struggling in this one. So what we're going to do is bring in Tornadus and Arcanine. So we're going to have to deal with Comfey at one point in time or another. Torkoal, and I kind of want to bring in Palkia. Yeah, we're going to bring in Palkia. If I bring in Iron Hands and we get stuck with Comfey, it's not going to do really, really well. Same thing if we can bring in Iron Hands against Water Ogerpon. But if we do have to end up fighting against Water Ogerpon, Palkia is going to have an easier time dealing with that Pokemon. We also don't want to deal with Pokemon that is going to have like a harder time dealing with Zamazenta. Now, Zamazenta is a Steel Fighting type, so Torkoal should do incredibly well here if we somehow live Body Presses. So we'll find out. We'll probably still activate Tailwind just so that we can kind of get a boost. Okay, so it opens up with Zamazenta and Talonflame. Now we get a boost from Zamazenta. What I'm going to do is activate Tailwind, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp Zamazenta. Protect. Okay, so that's a good call on the Talonflame, because I could do Head Smash in there and knock it out. I'm going to do Tailwind, so now I activate that first. And Will-O-Wisp, and it lands. So now Arcanine's actually going to live for quite a bit, because that's going to definitely dampen the damage that physical attacks can do. Body Press. Still almost one. Oh my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. Okay. You have got to be kidding me. All right. So now we'll go ahead and Bleakwind Storm, and I will Terra Extreme Speed on the Talonflame. This Talonflame is going to get access to Brave Bird and or Tailwind now, so I'm just kind of want to put as much damage as I possibly can. Should I have used the Terra here? Probably not. But I at least want to do something to Talonflame. Because now Body Press isn't going to do anything. Wide Guard. Yeah, well, you prevented Bleakwind Storm, so that sucks. Terra Normal Extreme Speed right over to Talonflame. It's not enough to get the KO, but it is going to pop the Gale Wings. which is what I wanted. That's what I wanted. So Talon goes off. Okay. Let's go ahead and Scary Face Zamazenta. I'm going to Head Smash Talonflame. Talonflame protects. Scary Face on Zamazenta. We're going to drop its speed by half. Head Smash is going to go into the Protect. It's not going to do anything. Here comes Body Press on the Arcanine, which is going to do a lot of damage. Yep. Boom. We could have protected there, but I mean we did the best that we could. Okay, now we'll bring out Torkoal. Make that harsh. Scary Face again. Actually, well... Scary Face Talonflame. And we will Earth Power Zamazenta. Drop Talonflame speed by half. Or 2 stages, Brave Bird. No Wide Guard, which is what I was afraid of. It's Life Orb, Body Press. Earth Power. And my Tailwind's gone. Activate Tailwind, and let's go ahead and Protect. They're primarily like focusing on everyone else besides Tornadus, which is interesting. Perhaps they know something I don't. Or perhaps they're guessing. I don't know. Body Press goes into Torkoal again. Fails. Burn happens on Zamazenta again. Our Talon's gone. Liquid Storm. And let's Earth Power. I knew it. He only does Bleak Wind or like Wide Guard when it's to blocking against Tailwind, or when they need to activate Tailwind. But do they though? Yes. Okay. It's not a bad strat. It makes it so that I can't do anything. But Earth Power is going to come in, and it is going to knock down finally the Zamazenta. Finally. Sun should be disappearing here soon, so I should swap to a different person as much as possible, because I'm probably going to need the weather again, but Torkoal's pretty much used up, so I don't know if that's going to be a good idea or not. Oy vey. Out comes Comfy. Okay. Gonna have access to Triage, so it's probably gonna heal Talonflame up a bit. Let's do Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm gonna Helping Hand the Tornadus to help you out. Floral Healing over to Talonflame. Not enough to give him the full ability, but enough. Bleak Wind Storm misses Talonflame, hits the Comfy. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Brave Bird for the Torkoal. And the recoil should do just a little bit. Now comes Palkia. Exerting its pressure. Let's do Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm going to protect. His triage is going to do a ton to Palkia. That's like Draining Kiss. Or Healing again. It's going to heal Talonflame. It's not going to be full. It'll get close. And Storm's going to miss Talonflame again. That bird is getting so freaking lucky. So lucky. Brave Bird goes into Palkia. Sunlight faded. That one's gone. Out comes Moltres. So, duo birds. Let's hit Talonflame with Hydro Pump. Come on, boyos, let's do this. We've had to work this hard to get here. They've ignored Tornadus. I'm not sure why they had. But they have. They've literally ignored Tornadus the entire time. Terra, it's going to go to Moltres. Dark. Yep. So Scary Face has no effect on that Pokemon whatsoever. Aura Sphere would be perfect right now. Might switch out Hydro Pump or Earth Power for that. Fiery Wrath? You're faster than... Oh, and you still have Tailwind. That makes sense. You still have Tailwind. But do you now? Talonflame finally goes down. Their Tailwind's gone. I'm going to... You know what? Let's do it. Let's do the double. Spatial Rend. Bleak Wind Storm. Bleak Wind Storm hits. Spatial Rend. Oh, it misses? It's got a 5%. No. That's okay. I didn't proc Berserk, so Palkia goes down. Or not Palkia, but Tornadus goes down, which is unfortunate. I was going to protect to have Tornadus be up on the field still. But I was really afraid that Spatial Rend would proc Berserk. Let's try it now. Hits. So now get the KO. Oh. First W. And that puts us 15-17. Dope. Does this get us into Master? Probably not. Still need at least 2. But we won our last one and we just lost this or won this one. So maybe? Maybe? No, I think we lost that one. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, Koraidon, Tornadus, Rillaboom, Chi-Yu, Tinglu, and Fluttermane. Okay, for this, we'll walk in with Tornadus, Roaring Moon, Arcanine. And I think we bring in Iron Hands. I think Iron Hands is going to be the best one. We'll leave Palkia and Torkoal in the back. Now, why are we leaving Palkia behind? Well, yeah, Koraidon's a dragon type. He's dragon fighting. Most of the time he gets Terra Fired so that he doesn't have to deal with Will-O-Wisp. Now, the majority of that team, it's 3-3. So Koraidon would get a benefit of it, but going to be Terra Fire. Don't need to worry about that. Rillaboom's going to be a hindrance by being burnt, and so is Tinglu. Tinglu is going to be a bigger issue to deal with because him being part ground, which is why we have the mons that we have. We're going to open up with the ones that we have so that we can take advantage of not being on the ground. Okay. So Arcocum Pulse. It's really bad for Roaring Moon because now Boost Energy doesn't get activated, but that's totally fine. Because now we can go Tailwind, Terra, Acrobatics, and we're gonna go right into Koraidon. Because even though that he's dragon fighting's weak against flying, and dragon doesn't negate anything, not resistant to flying, so it's not neutral, so it's super effective. 2 times. Terra goes up 2. Gonna go to Koraidon. See, there's that fire. Which is why we brought in Arcanine, because then we can take out a Chi-Yu and this Pokemon at the same time. Tornadus goes up with Tailwind. We go extra fast. They also use Tailwind. I am faster than Koraidon. Charge, now it's gonna get a boost in speed. Oh, it almost knocks me out too. Okay, scary face that slot. And I'm gonna knock off. Scary face. Oh, right. Well, that's a dumb move. Not very effective, but that's okay. I couldn't do anything about it. It is what it is. I was like, oh yeah, this will totally... No. I forgot Clear Amulet. I just talked about it too. It was really, really dumb. Like when Storm hits Tornadus, does quite a bit. Absolutely does quite a bit. Arcanine. Let's protect here. And let's head smash that guy. Collision Course is going to do a lot here. I just realized that. Oh, I'm throwing so bad. Why? Oh, why? I just threw. Oh, he protected. Why? Were you like afraid of extreme speed? Deep Run Storm and protect. You outspeed me right now. See, that's what you should have done last time. Liquid Storm. We're winning the 50-50s. So down the... I threw so fast. Oh, come on. I hate it when strats like this don't work. Like, I should know better. But obviously I'm throwing. I really should know better. Alright. Let's pull this out of my behind, shall we? So it shouldn't be this bad. Would they do the double? Let's do that and that. I kind of foresaw that. Are you guys going to do the double? No. You are activating the Tailwind, so now you definitely outspeed me, so it's going to be a problem. But, at Smash, take down the Tornadus. When that faded. Now Koraidon doesn't get a boost. Out comes Rillaboom. Drain Punch. Protect. Fake Out's gonna go into Iron Hands. No. No fake out. Flare Blitz goes into Iron Hands. It's more than half. That's a lot. Hammer. Oh, so bad at the game. What's Life Orb too? Yeah, I'm just terrible. Just bad. Okay. Stream speed. Let's see how this works. Fuck. Nope. Okay. I tried. It's a loss. I had a chance and I blew it not once but twice. I was like, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and, you know, lower their speed after I just clearly stated they had clear amulet. Oh man. This is bad. Oh, I really need to start thinking my moves out a little bit soon, like more, not sooner, more. I need to think them out much more, because I could have had that. We could have been in Master Ball. I could have had that if I didn't fumble everything. Let's move on. Okay, we've got Tornadus, Grimmsnarl, Archaludon, Cineroar, Urshifu, and Terapagos. Okay. So how do I deal with this team? Well, we do have a couple of options. We do. It might sound weird, but we do. Let's go Iron Hands Torkoal. Oh, I mean, if they're gonna, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Okay, we're gonna do Arcanine and Tornadus, Roaring Moon, and Palkia. It's like I don't want to just always default to those four, because everyone should have a spot, right? Torkoal did well, match one amazingly well. It's like, hey, yeah, here, boom, helping hand. Get a boost to your attack because, you know, yeah. Tornadus, Grimmsnarl, two pranksters. Interesting. The only thing is I can't do anything Grimmsnarl because he's dark. So we're going to activate Tailwind, and I'm just going to go ahead and Head Smash into Tornadus. They won the 50-50, so they get Tailwind up first. Mine goes off second. Thunder Wave. Nope, Reflect. 33% protection. Wow. Still knocks down Tornadus. Thank God that still works. Because it was like, oh yeah, here, you're just gonna he's just gonna survive that? Like, bro. Okay, and we have Rapid Strike Urshifu. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Scary Face that slot. And I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp that slot as well. Drop your speed by 2. Light Screen. Okay. Will-O-Wisp. Hits. There we go. Now Arcanine should be okay. Okay, maybe not. It's weird. 2 times weak? Yeah, nope, can't knock out anybody. 4 times weak though. A 25 hit move just suddenly just like wrecks face. But that's totally fine. I'm okay with this outcome. Let's maybe I should have thought about no, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Question should be whether or not that I want to focus Grimmsnarl or Urshifu. I don't think it really matters. I'm gonna do that, and I have to Terra. I have to Terra because I can't do anything else otherwise. Let's Hydro Pump the Grimmsnarl. Now he's got Reflect, he's got Light Screen, so a quarter or a third of the damage is already taken off the table. But we're tearing so that we don't take a ton of damage from Grimmsnarl, because Spirit Break could do a ton. And we also remove our resistances to water, which is really, really bad. But Urshifu is still alive, but was hit by Bleak Wind Storm, Hydro Pump, and so the Grimmsnarl does not hit the KO. Here comes, yep, Spirit Break. That's what I was worried about. Now it's a crit. That's a crit. Oh, not very effective. Also, you're not scarfed? I thought you'd be scarfed. Interesting. And the reason why Urshifu lived is because of Light Screen. Otherwise, it's generally a one-hit KO. We'll do that. And I will Earth Power Urshifu. Nice party shot. Alright. This back. Here comes Terapagos. I'm assuming it's Terapagos. I don't think it is. Nope. Yep. There he is to wreck my day. Open Storm. Rocks the Terra Shield. Just hit. Okay. It's like, please just hit Urshifu. Just hit the Urshifu. That's all that I want. Like, it just needs to go down, because Earth Power is going to go into that slot, but I am kind of 2 stages weak, so that's not great. It looks like our Tailwind's also done now, and so is theirs, and they can't get theirs back, and I outspeed. Out comes Grimmsnarl. So in this, what I'm going to do is go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storm. I'm going to swap to Roaring Moon to get the minuses off of Palkia and be able to use them in the future. Now, I don't know if Grimmsnarl has Fake Out. I know Spirit Break, Pardon... No, it doesn't have Fake Out. It has Spirit Break, Parting Shot, and the screens. So it doesn't have any priority moves. Terra goes to Terapagos, probably. Yep. And it's probably going to use Terra Star Form. Like when Storm hits both, Grimmsnarl goes down. Now it's just Terapagos on that side of the field. Yep, Terra Star Storm, which is going to hurt both. I think it's going to KO both. It doesn't. Dope. Alright, we're going to do this so that I outspeed, and I'm going to go ahead and knock off whatever item it's holding. I don't know what item it holds. It could just be Specs. I don't know. I'm doing that to knock it off. Yep, it was Specs. Okay. Here comes Star Storm again. Okay. Tornadus falls. Bring back Palkia. Start exerting pressure. Spatial Rend. And let's do Dragon Chair. Please hit. Okay, they did Protect. I'm okay with that. That's a free Dragon Cheer. There you go, Palkia. Be big and bad. Wish Dragon Cheer did both. I'm glad that it doesn't, but I wish it did. I was really looking forward to using Night Slash on Roaring Moon. I think that'd be so funny. Spatial Rend and Acrobatics. Let's go. You can go for the double. I think I outspeed you regardless, but you can go for the double. Acrobatics does not get the KO. Spatial rend. Are you serious? It misses? No! Please don't KO both. Please don't KO both. Oh my god! Oh, are you serious? Palkia, you had one job. Just one job. That's okay. I don't miss that move quite often. I just wish that it hit here, but yeah. So suspenseful, man. Palkia, what am I gonna do with you, man? What am I gonna do with you? Yeah, we've got Miraidon, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Ursaluna, Farigiraf, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. Okay, so what am I gonna do here? What's the plan? How do I survive all of this? I don't think I will, honestly. No, I can't say that. If I start off like already in a bad headspace, it's not gonna do anything. It's actually gonna make it worse. Let's see. Tornadus, because we're going to need to be able to outspeed. If they start out with Whimsicott, do not try to interrupt Tailwind. We're going to bring in Arcanine, Iron Hands, and Roaring Moon. That's the best that I could really offer. Miraidon coming in gives it a 60% boost to electric attacks or 30% boost to everything else. It becomes really, really hard to deal with this Pokemon, especially for my team. Ogerpon and Miraidon. So Tornadus with Iron Hands, we can fake out Miraidon. So we don't have to worry about that, but we also get access to our Quark Drive. So let's do Tailwind and Fake Out on that side of the table. Here comes Farigiraf. Oh, look at that. Called 100%. Boosted with the Electric Seed. Oh, look at that. Fake Out fails. Oh. Like I knew it. I knew it. I don't know why I just didn't. Oh, I don't know. Here comes Volt Switch. Ooh, Electro Drift. Okay. That's new. I mean, it's not, but it's new. New-ish. New-ish. Well then. Bring out Roaring Moon. Activate the booster energy. Let's go and do Knock Off and Rain Punch. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this is probably a Helping Hand set with Farigiraf since you automatically turn off. Yep. So it's going to do a ton of damage no matter who it goes to. It's another 1.5. Knock off. Ooh, that's got to be a choice item. Yep, that was Specs. Electro Drift. Still a 60%. Not very, it's like not very effective. I resisted that. Oh, yeah, crit. Never mind. It's like, oh, that was a resisted hit. Yeah, I know. Rain Punch. Punch you right in your face. There we go. Alright. So, Miraidon's down. Yay. Oh, cool. I have Arcanine. Arcanine's gonna be fun. I haven't Terra'd yet. And here comes Ursaluna. Okay. Let's go ahead and head smash that guy. Actually, let's head smash Ursaluna and Punch it in the face. Never mind. I didn't want to punch it in the face. I just want to sit here and look pretty. Go ahead and activate Trick Room. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Wait, do you? No, I don't think you want to do Trick Room. Oh, you do activate. Okay. Okay. Let's protect and drain punch again. I think I'm slowest. No, I can't think that. People are too smart for that. I can't. Every time I think that I am like, oh yeah, I'm slowest. No, I am not the slowest. People will literally plan their IVs to be 0 to be the slowest. I unfortunately don't. Helping Hand on the Ursaluna. Protect. So the Blood Moon or the Hyper Voice or whatever. Earth Power. Oh, I just barely survived that. Oh man, that was a lot. Here, have a punch on me. You survived with 1 HP. You gotta be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, right. I had Tailwind. So, does that change anything? I would hope so. Let's Head Smash there. Terra Grass, punch Ursaluna. Because then at that point in time, it didn't matter what the thing was. But Ursaluna is probably still slower than I am. But I'm going to use this so that I can take less damage for Earth Power. Oh yeah, that's how. I punched that bear in the face. That was great. I loved that. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Terra Blast. That's not doing a whole lot. And smash on the Frigoraph. So Rock is weak against fighting. Well, grass doesn't resist it either. Now I don't think it really matters. Let's Will-O-Wisp. And Rain Punch. Let's see if this works. Out comes the Terra. Is it on? Yep, it is on the Ogerpon. So now it gets a defense boost. We're still in Trick Room. Helping Hand. Rain Punch. That's a lot of HP. I'm going to heal for a lot. I was hoping for a little bit more than that. Will-O-Wisp for the burn. Dope. Because that's going to go straight to Arcanine. I can't lie. That's going to go straight to that slot. Ivy Cudgel. Oh, you target Iron Hands. Okay. Oh! What does Trick Room have? Oh, one more turn. Let's go. Let's actually target into... You know what? Iron Hands. Continue. Actually, no. Let's do that. There's the spiky shield. So we saw that. So here comes the Drain Punch into the Frigoraph. Gonna take a little bit of HP. But here comes the Head Smash. Oh, Terra Blast. That's first. That's enough. Please, Head Smash. Head Smash. Do the damage. Do the thing. Knock it out. Come on. Come on, Arcanine. I believe in you. Oh! Oh my goodness, dude, it's literally so hard. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh wait. Burn. Burn. Burn might be able to do it. Burn might be able to do it. Let's protect. Let's protect. I can't get hit with this rock Pikachu. I can't. There's a helping hand. I'm gonna protect. I have a cudgel. Oh, it's still just not enough. Let's go for the double. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Come on, give it. I know it's 33%. Come on. Come on. Will it to existence. Give it. Give it. Come on. Come on, one more. Just one more. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. There's the helping hand. Come on. Give it to me. No. Maybe with the burn, it's not too bad. I mean, it is burnt. Let's see. No. No. I tried so hard with that one. Come on. Terror Blast knocking down Iron Hands? Are you serious? From a Mon that's not like special attack heavy at all? It did less than 35 last time. It like did 20. Okay, we've got Kyogre, Amoonguss, Water Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Oranguru. Okay, so should we feel or deal with the weather war, or actually no, we should not. They don't really have anyone to deal with speed unless it's Oranguru, which is Trick Room. So what we could do is Roaring Moon, Palkia, Iron Hands, and I mean, we could go in with Arcanine. Arcanine would be really, really helpful, especially if they bring in like Incineroar. We can't do anything to Rillaboom though, because we don't have a fire type move that actually hits. And what I mean, like we don't have Flare Blitz, right? We don't have any of that, so it's just kind of there. But yeah, we'll use this team. We'll use these four, and hopefully we'll do the best. Leave Torkoal and Tornadus in the back. It would hurt like Ogerpon quite a bit, but if my open is okay, we should be fine, because then Kyogre's not going to do that much. Amoonguss and Kyogre versus Palkia and Roaring Moon. So we're going to exert pressure. Drizzle's going to activate. Boost Energy is going to activate on the Roaring Moon. Okay. So let's protect. No, we're gonna do Spatial Rend on the Kyogre. Actually, should we just go full in on the Amoonguss? No, let's not do that. We are gonna Terra Acrobatics. No, we're not gonna do that either. It would make sense, but if that's like Ice Beam, no, actually, yeah, Acrobatics into the Amoonguss. Because Rage Powder or Spore can come out of the Amoonguss, and since we are booster energy with the attack, we are going to be hitting extremely hard. And with the Acrobatics with Terra flying, this should be able to do quite a bit of damage. Terra goes over to Palkia. And you can also go to the Amoonguss. Nope. Kyogre. Electric. Oh, you're Thunder build. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Acrobatics. Wow. Takes down Amoonguss. So we're looking at a 1-for-1. Rocky Helmet does a little bit of damage to Roaring Moon. Spatial Rend hits. Drops you by half. So is this Water Spout? Nope. Thunder. You're going to hit Kyogre. Nope. Palkia. I'm resistant to it, I think. Because that was a neutral hit. And that was leftovers? Okay. Out comes Ogerpon. Protect, and I'm gonna Dragon Cheer Palkia. As a thank. No follow me. So they went full on offensive. Okay. Getting pumped. U-turn. Okay. So are you planning for like a Rangaroo? Incineroar. Gotcha. Intimidate goes on to Palkia, does nothing. Goes on the Roaring Moon. That hurts. Thunder's gonna go to Roaring Moon. That's super effective. I can't do nothing. And leftovers heal on Kyogre. Let's bring out Iron Hands. I'm going to Spatial Rend and Drain Punch. Fake Out goes over to Palkia. Palkia flinch, cannot move. Thunder hits Palkia. This is gonna knock her out. I could have stopped that, but I also need to get Incineroar off this field. Then punch. Rocking the Citrus Berry. Out comes Arcanine. Head Smash. Brain Punch. Down goes Arcanine. It's unfortunate. I can't do anything about it. Body shot. The misplay in this game was that I didn't fake out Kyogre. I could have killed Incineroar, but I didn't. Oh no, I couldn't have because they faked out Palkia. It's 3v1. Why not? Let's punch Kyogre some more. Horn Leech does nothing. Water Spout does a lot. And what I mean by it does nothing, it didn't heal him. That's what I mean. But this game's a loss. Made one change to the team. One. I made a couple, but I made one roster change, and that was the Moongas. Made one roster change, and that was the Moongas. I need to make more. I need to make way more. I spent most of the day thinking of other things to calc for. And obviously with closed team sheets, really, really hard to find the exact ones, right? But you always want to try to find the ones that you can get a huge benefit to. And this is not one of the things that I was looking forward to, obviously. Thunder is probably a move that you have on Kyogre anyway. I know that I don't have one, but I also ran a Calm Mindset instead of like anything else. Let's see. What changes could I make to this team? Go ahead and leave some comments down below what you guys think, because I would love to hear what you might have to offer. I'm so worried about Ice Rider, and I have left my team open to be scrutinized by everything else because of that. I think that was my real problem. Let's move on. Yeah, we've got Ice Rider, Pelipper, Amoonguss, Archelodon, Porygon 2, and Volcarona. Oh no. Okay. We finally got our outcome. This is finally the Pokemon we've been looking for. With the team that I've struggled with. We're finally facing the team that I've been wanting to fight all day. Literally lost every other fight except our first one. Let's go Palkia, Arcanine, Torkoal, and Iron Hands. We're going to open up with these 4. Palkia is going to be able to do a ton of damage, but I have to be able to withstand everything that's happening on that side of the field. Arcanine's going to come up, and we're going to try to withstand everything that happens on that side of the field. We do not have any spread moves, thankfully, so Pelipper that could be coming out is it's definitely a problem. But we get a boost in our water attacks now because of Pelipper, so that's cool. This is going to be a problem, though. I do not know. That's something that I have to kind of figure out now. I kind of want to go to Spatial Rend into Calyrex, but I think that's the bait. With everything they have in the back, that could be just way off bait. But if we do Spatial Rend and then like Head Smash, we could be looking good. But if it's a Protect, I'm leaving Pelipper open. Let's not leave Pelipper open. See? Protect. It's what we wanted to prevent. Spatial Rend goes off to Protect. But here comes the Head Smash, and this might knock out Pelipper unless it's sashed. It is. But here comes Hurricane, which may or may not hurt Arcanine. Oh, Weather Ball will. That's ×4. Yeah, no, that's absolutely... Yeah, no. Absolute banger. So now we're going to bring in Torkoal. Now we're going to have to make them decide what they want. I'm going to go ahead and Spatial Rend again on the Calyrex. Terra Fire. Eruption. Pelipper is going to get swapped out, possibly. I mean, they would need to turn on the weather again if they want to use Weather Ball or even Hurricane. They can still attack. And he can even get set up with, you know, Wide Guard now. It would be completely fine and dandy. I am preventing them from using Trick Room, which is the whole point why I brought out Torkoal. The reason why Torkoal's on my team is so, like, okay, if you activate Trick Room, you're going to have to deal with this little turtle, and he's pissed off. There's the Wide Guard. Okay, Spatial Rend. That's a lot of damage to Palkia, or to Ice Rider. Ice Horsepower. Torkoal lives. Eruption. Gets protected by the Pelipper. Spatial Rend on the Pelipper, and we're going to protect on Torkoal. That's why I was thinking. Protect on the Calyrex, so it doesn't take as much damage. But I'm going to protect on the Torkoal, so now I don't take that much damage. Spatial Rend's going to hit the... No, it's... Are you serious? Palkia, my man, my main squeeze. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? This is not great, man. It's not why I brought you on the team here for, man. Switch to Iron Hand so that high horsepower can knock it in the face. I'm such a terrible trainer. Why'd I do that? Oh, I am so bad. Oh. I swear I treat my partners good. I swear. This is just terrible. I don't have really like many good matchups. I realize that now. Calyrex retreats. Good, because I was gonna knock him out. Volcarona. He's gonna take advantage of the sun for sure. But I called Torkoal back because obviously you can use White Guard. So yeah, look at there it is, White Guard, huh? Yeah. Spatial Rend. Over to Volcarona. It's still a lot. Still a lot. That hurts. That absolutely hurts. Earth Power the Volcarona. And fake out the actually I could fake out the Pelipper. Yeah, let's do that. Fake out Pelipper. Because if it doesn't swap... Yep, okay. It's like it either swaps and gets hit, and then fake out's useless. It stays in, but protects, which then makes it useless. Could do anything else, but here you go. Pelipper's now gone. Earth Power into Volcarona. Does not... Earth Power! Bro, you're supposed to be, like, good. Alright. Alright. That's how you want to be. It's fine. Fine. We're gonna do this my own way. Earth Power to Drain Punch. What? But why though? I don't feel what? It was 3-on-3. Yeah, I mean Volcarona was gonna fall, but it's not like I did a ton of damage with Palkia. Palkia can barely hit people. I'm so terrible. I'm so terrible. He can hit people. It's just this sequencing of battles. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. As you can see, we ended at 16-21, total of 37 battles, and we are just a third of the way through Ultra Ball. If you would have noticed earlier, I think you did, we were 1 to 2 battles away from hitting Master Ball, but because of some missed like throws in match 2, a close match in match 3, and then everything else just completely flopping in 4 and 5. Yeah, that was very, very interesting. However, match 6 was probably like the one that confused me the most. Even though that the damage was there, they could have proceeded a little bit more, because it's not like I couldn't like see them coming back from that. They were making all the right plays, but it seems like as soon as I took out Pelipper and was just on the way of taking out Volcarona, it seemed like they had just given up. I know Calyrex was 2/3 weaker. I think he only had like a third, maybe like a little bit more than that. It probably would have taken one more hit from Spatial Rend, but as you saw, I only had 1 charge left and I had missed quite a bit today. So with that all being put out there, it seems really, really interesting that even though that I had brought in a move that had 95% accuracy, I had missed so much in this particular video. And I get it, that it does happen, right? That's why people bring in 100%. I agree with that. But with this particular strategy with Palkia having Spatial Rend and Dragon Cheer was so that I get the bonuses of that. And yeah, and I know that Torkoal back there was going to be able to survive. I didn't think he would be able to survive 1 high horsepower, but that's dope. But coming back out from that, it would have set him up really, really easily. Do you want to set up Trick Room when he's on the field? Absolutely not. But you set him up and then you have another Pokemon that takes advantage of that Trick Room situation. Now I get it. Torkoal is not the slowest Pokemon in the game, but if you put Amoonguss and Torkoal together, I think Amoonguss still outspeeds Torkoal, I think. But still, the problem still persists today of whether or not that I should be continuing like trying to calc for Ice Rider. I think he's like the worst matchup that I have, but because of I was so worried about trying that, I ended up misappropriating some assets and like what do they call it? Materials. Anyway, I started misappropriating a lot of my my stuff to be able to handle Ice Rider, and I don't think I need to do that anymore. I think Ice Rider in itself is going to be just a hard matchup. It's like almost a hard counter to my team, mainly because of the fact that it's Trick Room. So I need to be able to come up with some sort of strategy that is going to allow me to be able to work in and out of Trick Room. How am I going to do that? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I can make Farigiraf again and make him be a little bit more less effective outside of Trick Room. Like I want Trick Room to be active so that I can take advantage of that. I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think so in the comments, because I think the next legendary that I build, which I'm probably going to be after this, and we'll probably start using them maybe Wednesday, is I kind of want to run Ice Rider. I want to see what it's like on the other side of the lens. I want to see what it's like to build it from scratch and then go from there. It's a Trick Room team, and I love like speed tiers because I do get to do a lot of different things. However, how is that going to translate to anything else that I'm trying to do? I do not know. I have no answers for that, and it's going to take a little bit for me to fathom the level of skill that I'm going to need. It's probably like if you played MapleStory, if anyone knows what that is, the level of skill to play this is probably like the maximum value. So like you have to really understand how to play the game, where to farm, where to get the gear and stuff like that. It's really, really heavy farming intensive. Not farm like Farmville, but it's grindy as all get out. But it's still a fun game when you just don't want or have anything else to play. I do sometimes play it myself, but in terms of like difficulty of what the job is like, it's probably what Ice Rider is. We do have a decent strategy, but how can we make it better with the team that we've got? I don't think that we can. I think that we need to do almost an entire overhaul, which is what I'm thinking of maybe doing something on Wednesday for a brand new person. Now, technically, if we do the 2 weeks, we will have this particular team for the next 6 days. On Saturday the 15th would be the final day for Palkia. But I think the team itself has run its course, and presumably I'm getting a little bored. So I'm going to think about it and see what we can come up with. And if I have a new team by Wednesday, then we will have a new team by Wednesday. If not, we're going to continue trying to make this particular team better. I don't know how to do that just yet. With a lot of water users out there like Kyogre, Urshifu, Pelipper, obviously, Pokemon like Arcanine is not as going to be as useful, but we can also find other reasons or other ways to maybe counter those Pokemon so we don't have to worry about it as much. So who knows? Maybe I could just walk in with Klefki and use Magic Room and no items are there visibly anywhere, period. Like everyone just comes in with their abilities and straight stats. That's it. Because the Magic Room is dope. It's no longer in the -5 category like Wonder Room. Wonder Room and Magic Room are no longer in the -5. So it's not on that move last tier with Trick Room. It's literally 0. So we might be seeing Lefkies running around. That would be cool. Matter of fact, I should give that a try. Why not? I think it would be kind of fun. Maybe. While I'm thinking about the new team, let's see if I can cook something up with Klefki and Magic Room. That'd be dope. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, and Pokefans alike, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I'm hoping that you've enjoyed the show so far. If you have, please leave a like on the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Please leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments left behind in a orderly manner, or timely manner. I think I'll get it when I'm able to. I'll reply when I'm able to. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else or join in on the club, I don't really have one. In the description, you'll find my social media links, and you can also find my Discord. You guys can come in and chat with me personally. It's free. It's not linked to Patreon. It's not anything like that. But this is the best way that you guys can get a hold of me without going on to social media. Right now, I'm avoiding it because I'm still going through day 2 of the NEIC. So I'm going to try to avoid spoilers. Please respect that. I don't want it spoiled for me. I want to view it and go from there. If I do see it in the comments, I'm sorry, I will probably block it just because of the fact that I don't want to see it. Not now. Give me a week and then you can spoil everything because I probably watched it at that point in time. But yeah, just don't do that. If you're a brand new viewer, hi, my name is Matt. I create VGC content for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I make battles and videos of battles using teams that I built from scratch. Wins, losses, progression is what I'm here for, and it's to really help me learn how to play the game a little bit better. And if I can inspire you or help you understand how to play the game a little bit better, then this series is for you. I say series because it's a playlist that you can watch. I've been doing this since season 4, and we're currently up in season 19. And I've hit Master Ball, I believe, in almost all of them. I think there's maybe one, and I think that's season 4 that I didn't hit it. I'm pretty sure that I have. And I've hit Master Ball every single month, every single time. And there's even some months, not very many, that I've had over 100 fight, which is why you see like tiers fights and stuff like that, or full series, but it's there. The playlist has over 260 videos if you guys want to watch my progress from when I started to up till now. I still make some mistakes. Some of them are more prevalent than others, but I always do my best to showcase my learning process, what I'm thinking, what I go to the lengths of making these happen. And if it helps you, awesome. If you guys just like watching me struggle, I hope I made you laugh, or hopefully not cringe so much. But if I was also able to inspire you to get into the hobby that I have almost dedicated my entire channel for, I should say I've dedicated it because everyone on this channel now loves the ranked battles, so I'm hoping you guys will too. And if you're a returning viewer, it means you must like my content somehow or somewhere and in some fashion. So please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button because both are incredibly helpful, and I'll be eternally grateful if you did. If you guys want to be notified when I upload next, hit the notification bell over on the right, select that to all, and you'll be notified when I do. I do plan on releasing a video every single day this month, unless I have to wake up in the morning, I have to do some OT, or I have to plan meetings and stuff like that. I do work swing shifts, so I'm up at late of the night, most nights. So that's why I'm saying, like, unless I have to get up in the morning, which means I have to go home, go straight to bed, and then I have to do whatever I have to do in the morning. So that's it. And I'll also notify you on the community tab when that happens. I also tell people on the Discord and on social media, but most of the time, if not 99.9% of the time, it's the community tab. I believe I owe that to you guys to let you guys know first, and I do try to trickle it down to all of my other sources as well. For now though, that's going to be it for me. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you then. Peace.